Welcome to Through the Looking Glass with Moze and Joe.
I'm Moze.
I'm Joe. And today we're going to do something, again, a little bit different. We're going to talk about astral travel. And it's a specialty of Moze's.
Yeah, I've been doing it for about 16 years. It happened by accident. And yeah, I think this is a fun topic. It's one that that's helped me grow, and I think in a lot of ways that I never saw. And I think it can help out a lot of people, especially during these trying times.
So I'm going to just ask you some questions so we can all learn a little bit more about it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I think the best question to start with is, what is astral travel?
So astral projection or out-of-body experiences is when to me, it is when your light body or your soul actually is able to leave the physical body and move into the astral plane or other dimensions.
Can you say what the astral plane is?
So the astral plane, best way I can describe it, and like I said, everybody's experiences are very different depending on your state of mind, and just your ability to overcome fear. So one of the good examples is if you've ever watched like The Matrix, and when he's like at the end where he's like, we need guns, lots of guns, and then like that white room kind of pops in and then the row of guns just come. The astral plane is kind of like that beginning realm where it's kind of up to imagination, where it's like, okay, this is kind of blank. Now, where do I want to go? Do I want to go where I can see the stars or another dimension or another planet, or try to see like my future or another universe? It's kind of like that blank screen where you're now moving into what is like the astral or the spiritual realm. And from there, depending on what you're meant to see in that moment, whether your soul knows it or you try to control it, it's just kind of like the entrance into moving into other dimensions.
So how did you first start learning how to do that?
So for me, it was an accident. In 2004, I had a really tragic car accident. And then after the accident, I flipped a car going 60 miles an hour. After I got back from the hospital, I went to sleep, and then strangely enough, an angel appeared above my bed and woke me up. And at the time, I could only think, oh, you're the person that saved me. And then I went back to sleep, and then from there, like, Pandora's box just opened. I started questioning everything. I started reading all different types of books on spirituality and psychic abilities and chakras and meditation. And then through that, maybe only my dreams started changing. And then one day I got like this weird tingle in my ear out of nowhere. It just right before I go to sleep, this weird little tingle would happen, and it would be like kind of like when you're kind of starting to get sick and then like your ear itches or something, you kind of have that little tingle.
Yeah.
It started happening like that all the time right before I went to sleep. And then like this weird, it was kind of like this soft little buzz would kind of like happen right after that. And for the longest time I ignored it. Probably like for the first month or so, I would just be like, what is that? I'm going to sleep. What is that? I'm going to sleep. And then one day I decided to you know what? It's not going to go away. I just need to tune into it. So I focused all my attention to that little itchy, weird feeling in my ear. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I did that, everything around the room changed, everything got light, and then I just bursted above my body. I just literally started floating above my body. And that was the first time. It kind of came on as this weird ringing, itchy kind of sensation in my ear. And then once I really started focusing on that, I was then able to leave my body.
Cool. So, like, how do you think it's affected your life or, like, helped you in your life?
I think the number one thing is I'm not afraid of death. I know, like, and I mean, I guess this is like a real scenario or whatever. Like, if I was driving one day and a cop pulled me over and then stepped on my throat and I died, I know that this personality, who I am, outside of my black skin, I'm gonna go somewhere and, like, I'm still gonna be me. I mean, I have this meat suit anymore, but, like, who I am, like the characteristics that make up me, my personality, my traits, all the things that make up me, are going to continue on.
Do you feel like that when you're in astral land, that you feel like you're kind of the same you without your skin?
Absolutely. It's just like nothing changes, like I just, now gravity doesn't exist, and like the fear of like, oh, I gotta go to work tomorrow, or oh, like, like you lose all that. You lose all of the attachments that you have here that identify you, your wife, your kids, your job, your income, all that disappears, and now you're in this space where anything is possible. And being able to tap into that has allowed me to overcome fear, where I'm like, I should never fear anyone. I should not fear no president, no cop, no one. I can go out into the world and do whatever I want, and it's gonna be okay. And if I don't succeed, it's still gonna be okay, because at the end of the day, I'm me, and no judgment is getting passed on me by some fictitious religious being or whatever. Like, it allowed me to kind of break away from the dogma and kind of like see the universe for what it is. That we're kind of like all children in this big playground, and you're meant to just experience life and learn. Like, there's no one like on a cloud being like, oh damn, like you sinned, now you're gonna go to this banished place because you sinned. Like, it shattered all that. Mm-hmm. It shattered all that, and it has allowed me to now move in this world carefree of being judged by some imaginary being.
So do you feel like you can kind of take some of the experiences that you have at that plane and kind of like apply them or experience them more in the physical world? Yeah,
so me being who I am and what I do for a living, I've been able to go to, so like I said, in that jump screen, you can like pick and choose. Once you get good, like what your experience is gonna be. You might be like, oh, I want to see like someone who passed away and try to like connect with them. For me, I'm an artist. I'm a creator. So I like to see like cool shit. So I've been able to go to places. So like I said, you leave this physical body, but in my experience, there's been multi-universes. So there's another version of me somewhere else, and I've been able to go into that person's body, literally like walk around, touch, feel, smell, taste what they are experiencing, and see different shit. So there's other Earths that I've experienced where I'm doing something completely different, and I've been able to like learn and see cool ideas or inventions that haven't been created or discovered on this planet, and come back and had that inspiration to then push towards things that, like what I saw, and push it on this planet on ideas. And it's helped me being able to navigate in the world I do. Like, I'm African American, and hardcore STEM research and development, making cool shit for aerospace and defense, and like I'm the 1%, if that, and I've totally been able to use my dreams and astral projection to navigate me through the physical world and get into a rare spot in my life.
So if someone out in the YouTube world wanted to start learning about this, like, what would you suggest?
Get on a sleep regimen. Like, don't be trying to like go to bed at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock the next day. Like, you literally gotta like be like, bam, okay, I'm in bed, ready to sleep at 10 o'clock. Because it takes a while to move into this. So you gotta like remember, it's like slowing down your brain. Then your body has to digest the food you just ate, and then you have to get into REM sleep where your body's still, so then you can move. Because it's in a sense of like, put it this way, like you have to put your physical body to sleep while still leaving your mind awake. And you have to be not stressed out. You can't be still trying to digest the steak you just had, a few hours before. You can't be high out of your skull, where you're just all over the place and thoughts are scattered. You have to be very centered, very relaxed and calm. But I think like once you can get like a sleep regimen, be in a happy state of mind or in a peaceful state of mind, and then start to remember your dreams. Remembering your dreams, like being able to like remember your dreams and then move into lucid dreaming is what I recommend, like the safe way to go. Like you want, because like if you can't maneuver in lucid dreaming, astral projection is going to be hard for you and scary. If you're able to navigate in the dream world first, then I think it sets you up to be able to really move into astral projection more peacefully.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could do one of these about lucid dreaming, because that seems like a whole thing in and of itself too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's definitely like, it's like kind of the precursor, but like it's one of those things where it's definitely very different from like, astral projection, and you can actually get a ton, sometimes I think even more so from lucid dreaming than you can astral projection, because it's, like there's a lot more imagination, I think, involved in dreaming, where dreams, like you can like kind of be like, this is what's going to happen 10 years down the line, and kind of predict more through visions and dreams, where astral is kind of like real time.
So let me see if I can summarize it then. So astral projection is kind of like traveling in real time through other planes of reality or existence.
Yes.
And kind of touching into those places, whereas lucid dreaming is more like getting sort of snapshots or visions or messages.
Windows to enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
Messages, exactly. Visions, to possibilities. Like the dream world is definitely a realm of multiple possibilities that could occur, multiple timelines, where, like you said, astral projection is more like real-time running. That's current. The beings there are current, where like dreams, it's just like, it could be, it could happen tomorrow or 10 years down the road. This has been amazing for me, because it allowed me to move into the area of life that I wanted to move into, and that has totally allowed me to create the reality that I wanted. So I think anyone can benefit from this, and I think those in control don't want us to have this. And they want you to keep thinking it's myth or taboo or devil's work. You can still be religious and tap into this. This ability doesn't, like negate any religious belief at all. You can still believe in Jesus or Muhammad and still astral project. The only thing that this is going to allow you to do is have more control over your life.
Well, I'd love to talk more, but I think that's good. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing a little bit about your superpower.
Yeah, those are good questions, babe.
Yeah. Anything you want to close out with?
If you're more interested in this, smash that like button and subscribe. And don't be afraid to comment and ask us questions. This is why we're creating this channel, for you to be able to interact with us about healing and out-of-body experiences, and the unknown in taboo world.
Yeah. We'll keep sharing what we know about magic and creating your life and being an empowered human.
Absolutely.
And thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Peace.